Okay. And first of all, I want to apologize that you hear some vacuuming going on, but it will be off shortly. But other than that, hey everybody, this is Double RPG here, and welcome back to Double RPG Livestream, where we are getting back after a long hiatus with Octopath Traveler, or getting back to Octopath Traveler after a long hiatus, and we are on streaming session number 8 for this game. So, in the previous episode, we got Tressa to finally join us, and now we're gonna make our way southward, and, whoops. We're going to make our way southward, and northward, and we're going to go to where Cyrus is, inside the town of Atlas Dam in the Flatlands. So we're going to be going north this time. So anyway, let's get back on track with where we are and get this stream started. So yes, we're finally back to playing some more Octopath Traveler for quite some time, and it's been quite a while since we played some more of this game, since I was way too busy and way too content with playing more of the Mega Man X Legacy Collection right before I went back to playing more of this game, because I wanted to replay something in my childhood, and I have a lot of fond memories of the Mega Man X series, and I just wanted to take my mind off of this for quite some time. But now we're fully here in full circle to where we can actually get back on track with where we need to be. Anyways, so yes, back to Octopath Traveler, huh? And it's been quite a while since since we were on Octopath Traveler, and I hope that everybody is really having a nice and blessed evening, and they're looking forward for me playing some more JRPG goodness. And honestly, it's been quite a while since I've been wanting to see more JRPG goodness coming from me in relation to this game. So I hope you all do appreciate the patience that you have shown to me, or that that you have shown to me, and I hope that everybody is back for some great times that are to be had by all. And when playing Octopath Traveler, it is definitely going to be a fun time had by all. So, if anything, I've been eagerly awaiting to get back at this game and get back in the full swing of things, and that might be just a cinch too loud. Okay, so, here we go. Anyways, we got Tressa up to level 12, and everybody's still doing well on their levels, and I think Therion is at, does he have an ability at, let's take a look at his skills. It's been quite a while since I last played this. Oh no, so we can get him a new one right now, so we can either steal skill points or we can share skill points. So let's just go ahead and just pick the next one, just steal. Okay, but we will get the next support skill on him, and that next support skill is none other than Snatch. And with Snatch, the equipping character will receive double the loot when using steal or collect skills. Interesting. And hello there, 16-Bit Jeff. Good to see you in the stream. And not thinking about a particular Mega Man X title. Burned to the ground. Hi there. Yes, hi, 16-Bit Jeff. If anything, I would have said, burn to the ground! Burn to the burn! Oh, God, and I promise you, I will never, ever do that again, so that'll be the only last time you'll ever hear me actually say that in a comical type of sense, but yes. Oh, boy. And it's not really fun when I try to sound like Flame Hyanard. It really isn't. It just really hurts my throat when I try to do stuff like that. But anyways, enough of that, enough of that. So, let's go ahead and get him a fill up on his skill points, because he is running short. Oh, he's got his HP siphoned. Cool. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's having a great day today. I know it's the start of Monday, but we are coming into the full swing of starting off in the month of August this Wednesday. So yes, we are coming up to my birthday month, believe it or not. And who would have thought that I'm going to be turning 32 years old this year? What are the odds? Alright, so we got ourselves another level up for Therion, and he's at level 19. And I might be switching between Tressa as well as some of the others that we have on us right now. like Primrose and even Highness. And I'm glad I still remember her name. But, yeah. So, we are trying to make our way to Atlas Dam in the Flatlands, and we have to go northwest to get over there. Anyway, level slash these guys, please. Okay, so we got that one. Now we just need to take care of this one. And I think we're going to even the odds a little bit by doing this. And we didn't really need to even the odds that much because, well, enemies already defeated, we were untouched, we managed to commence some breaks, and we achieved total domination. Hoo-ha! God, I love this game. So yeah, if those of you who are wondering if I'm going to get on with Mega Man X Legacy Collection 2, I will eventually, but when I get to it, I'm not sure, because I want to spend some quality time with Octopath Traveler for the time being. And if I decide that I want to go to Mega Man X2 Legacy Collection at some point, then I will. But who knows? Anyways, let's get another attack on these guys and bring justice to them.
My turn now.
It is your turn. Alright, got him again. And, yeah, I will be going through all the games in the Mega Man X Legacy Collection number 2. So, yes, even the worst game in the series, Mega Man X7. And, oh my god, I am not looking forward to that. Going up against Flame Highness, Tornado Tunyon. It's just, ugh. That game, that one game, just screams bad. And not a lot of people know this, since when I actually started on Twitch so many years ago, when I was doing a test stream, the game that I actually played for my test stream was Mega Man X7. So yeah, that was probably not a good choice for me to actually stream that game, if you ask me. But really, I could not even help myself. I wanted to torture myself with something as a test to see if that game would be good enough for me to actually play it, and even though not beat it, but try to actually try out a game that in any way, shape, or form. And honestly, that might have been a good idea for me to actually try and get into the flow of trying out that game. Not saying it was the best idea, but I would say it was a good idea. But yeah, you will see me go through the entirety of that game at some point. I don't know when, like I said. But probably when I get very far into this game, because we still haven't gone through Chapter 2 with most of these characters' stories. Since we're still in the process of trying to get recruit all the characters. So we just have Cyrus, and then we have Ophelia, as our last 2 party members to join us. And, you know, there are some things about the Mega Man X Legacy Collection I really wish that they could have done to actually make it a really good game even better. Is that, you know, I really kind of wished that, if anything, that... Oh, crap. There we go. Now I broke him. But if there was anything that I wanted to see happen in Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2, is I wanted them to do a redub so that way it could have been caught up more with the times, if anything, because some of the dubs, especially Mega Man X4 and X7, they did not age well. And I could say that with sheer confidence. I mean, seriously, I don't like the voice of X in Mega Man X7, and I don't like how, you know, how cheesy the dialogue was in Mega Man X4. Although I will say that when Mega Man XA, as well as Mega Man X Command Mission and Mega Man Maverick Hunter X came out, that the voice acting was at its peak. And definitely the best that we ever heard. But now, since we have a new legion of voice actors for the character, mainly Johnny Young Bosch as Zero, hopefully we actually hear him in future iterations of the character, even if they do any more Mega Man X games in the future. But anyway, enough talking about Mega Man X, let's focus on this for the time being. Okay, so they're not weak against, they're not even weak against the sword. Are they weak against knives? No, they're not weak against knives. How about spears? No. How about axes? No. No axes, no swords, no spears, no knives. So, probably, if anything, probably... Oh, geez, I don't know. We'll decide on what is the best course of action. Probably bows and arrows is what we're gonna have to use against these guys. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they're weak. They're weak against that, but still, not enough to take down these piggy peas that we're going up against. And hello there, Fighter Cows. Welcome to the stream. Glad that you could make it. So, yeah, and I'm sorry, I also want to say that I do apologize for being late. Like I said, it's just... I had a little obligation that I needed to take care of before I got started with the stream tonight. But, hey, we're here in the full swing of things. And just so you know, Kaos, we are on our way to Atlas Dam in the Flatlands because we're going to get our next character. And I hope you had a lot of fun with me coming onto your stream this earlier this afternoon, because I definitely had a lot of fun with you playing as the Angry Dark Elf, and we were talking about Chris Farley and some other things within your live stream, even though I was in the chat. But yeah, it was definitely a really fun time to be had. Okay. You will cut. I will cut you, or I will break you. Though he's not weak against that. I'm sure these piggy peas are weak against it, though.
My turn now.
So, yeah, if anything, oh, I really don't even know what to say right now. I mean, it's just, we already got done with the Mega Man X Legacy Collection Volume 1, and it's just, I talked wholeheartedly about that game, about many of the games in their entirety. Well, the ones that I really enjoyed, but for everything else, it's just like, you know, how do you top Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1, you know, when coming back to this? But at the same time, I'm pretty sure everybody would want me to talk about this quite a lot more. And, yeah, in case if you guys haven't even heard, or you probably have heard, this game is still being sold out in Japan because Square Enix did not even expect the demand to be that ridiculously high. And I guess I can't really blame them because they were really testing the waters to see if this game actually has enough of an audience in their home country to see if it actually warrant it to actually be a instant seller, and by golly, it most certainly did.
Where's the nearest tavern?
And I really hope that this game stays as a Nintendo Switch exclusive, because if anything, the PlayStation fanboys really need to learn to keep their mouth shut, because they already got plenty of exclusives on their hands, and they don't need to be greedy. Okay, so we finally made it to our next destination. And this is the castle town of Atlas Dam, it seems like. Wait, what? What? We're actually fighting against these guys? Are you serious? They're serious. Wow. Still? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, these guys are really... You know what? Let's go ahead and concoct something that will actually give these guys the pain. Is there something that we can actually use on multiple enemies? Probably not. Probably with Injurious Dust we can. Yeah. Let's see what this does. Blustery Plume. Oh, geez, that was weak. Oh, yeah, that was not cool. But at least we got 3 of them down, so we just need to take care of the last one. Okay, good. So, 4 frogs, and we got through that untouched. But we didn't break any of them, but we got Tressa up to level 13, so I guess better than nothing. Nox Root. Okay, now let's go into Atlas Dam now, which we should have done right there at the very last second. But yes, we're finally here in this tried and true town, it seems. Let's see if we can go ahead and steal some of the items. Yes, we can. For the ones that are at the 100% rank, then yeah, we might be able to. Alright. No, not quite yet. Let's get some insight from this person, and we get a discount at the end. Oh, cool. So yeah, I keep forgetting about these path actions that we can use in our journey, because they are very useful for when we're going up against, for when we're talking to townsfolk and all that stuff, and talking to NPCs for that matter. Yeah, this enemy is going to be a cakewalk. Look at this. It's not even damaging Albright. Albright is just taking this like a boss. Oh, gee, you did not just do that. You did not just do that. Oh, you did not just do that, because I got you. I did that in style. Look at that. Look at that. I just did that in style. And I am proud of myself. And we got an empty coin pouch, but that's not really going to sell a whole lot. A fine fight that was. You have my thanks. Anyway, talk to you. See what you have to steal. Sprightly earring. And go ahead and inquire you. And we got new weapons for sale. Oh, okay. We'll definitely see what those new weapons are when we go to the end. Let's see how much you are of a challenge. You're quite hefty of a challenge, I must say. But then again, I did take that guy that had like 5 points of strength when we were at that town where Primrose was. So let's go ahead and try it this time. See if we can actually pull through. Can you... Good day for battle, but can you pull through, warrior? Okay, so get some Inspiriting Plum. Oh, geez, this guy hits hard. But you are weak against, that, so I'll give you that much. Defensive posture. And your weapons and magic defenses went down. Okay. If anything, I probably better take this opportunity. It probably wasn't the best course of action, but it at least was something. Whatever you do, do not even use that ability again. Oh, you used a Peerless Strike. Jesus. Okay. Okay, that got us some good damage on that guy. I'd probably better use something that would actually heal you back in full swing. Okay, we'll definitely use that. Oh, geez, this guard's almost down. We're plowing through this enemy like he's nothing. Nothing. Nada. Zip, 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 zip. But we should be able to defeat you as long as we have a full bar of this. Yeah, here we go. Now that's what I'm talking about. We got 80 experience points out of that fray. Since we managed to actually... Or 88, since, you know, we actually managed to... Okay. Done with that. There's the item shop. I do want to take a look at what you said there, Gary. Having a stream like mine where only 3 or 4 people... Is today a holiday or something? You know, that is a very good question there, Fighter Cows. I really don't even know. And speaking of which, we do have, the, what do you call it? I mean, WWE Raw is coming up pretty soon, so, I really don't know what it is where, people are not coming to our streams, but then again, don't worry about it. I mean, if I'm here to have a fun time, I'm definitely here to have a fun time, so... But, yeah, I mean, it's definitely very strange that we're just not getting a lot of people to actually, you know, come to our streams today. But don't worry, there might actually be somebody who might show up at some point, but we can't really say for sure. I mean, we might have more people that may show up, but don't let this be like, hey, don't let it get you down or anything like that. I mean, that's something that both you and Jeff told me about. So wait a minute, Raw is on right now. Oh, I thought they go on at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. I mean, or 6 p.m. Pacific. But if not, then wow. Okay, so oh geez. Oh, Arcane Glade. Oh, that's not good. We got a bunch of staves though, and we do have a bunch of shields. One that we could possibly buy for Therion. Yeah, go ahead and equip that on him immediately, even though it will lower his elemental defenses a little bit. And okay. Oh yeah, I mean, you should feel happy with it, however many people you got on your stream, because if you're not happy about that, then don't let others think that you're trying to paint that as a very grim picture. Just you know, just be proud. Yeah, like you said, just be proud with what you got. I mean, like I said, that's what you taught. I mean, that's what you and Jeff taught me too. So, and I definitely do appreciate your support on that. And yes, and there you go. Yeah, there's something to cheer us all up. Fighter Cal's happy pose. Okay. Okay, we're not going to get anything else out of this weapon shop for the time being. And we're not going to go into the bar. Let's see if we can actually try to find Cyrus. But first things first, inquire you. A guide with ease. After the great pestilence in the Riverlands, this apothecary decided to dedicate himself to disease prevention and swift treatment. He now works together with the Royal Academy in Atlasdam to create both medicine and new forms of treatment. Now that's very interesting. What do you have that we could take? Soothing Seed, Soothing Dust, Essence of Grape. Can we get the Essence of Plum? Yes, we do! Alright. And you said that Evo is this weekend? Oh boy. I'm not really looking forward to that, and I don't think either you or Jeff is going to look to that either. Although I'm pretty sure you're still going to watch it to make fun of all the shills who really appreciate Street Fighter V for what it is, for being just a broken and just ugly mess. For me, I would definitely support it for Dragon Ball FighterZ. And possibly Tekken 7. If Soul Calibur 6 was still, was available, then I would definitely support that too. But if anything, since what they're going for Soul Calibur 6, with how it is being more tuned for a single player experience, with bringing about more of a story and to entice more of casuals and having a great story to boot, then I'd say that's better for us, because I really do like that when it comes to, when it comes to the Soul Calibur series, because that's what made me really enjoy Soul Calibur 2 when it came out back all those years ago. Gosh, these guys are not making it easy for me to get some insight, but they're making it way too easy for me to actually steal their goodies. Oh, geez, I'm not attempting that. Yeah, we can come back to some of these places and we can actually attempt to fight. Oh my god! It's level 6 strength. No, no, no. Thank you. No, thanks. Oh yeah, I mean, if Evo is coming this weekend, then yeah, definitely. They're going to be trying to train themselves like nothing to... Or they're going to train themselves like fully to the max in order for them to actually get good with, or to actually do well at Evo. But if anything, if history has shown anything, then we could pretty much expect to know who is possibly going to be the top dog, while there are those who are still going to be treated as underdogs throughout the whole experience. And if anything, I'd rather have the underdogs get more of the glory instead of people like, quote-unquote, hangry bitch. You know, trying to get all the glory. And yeah, I don't care. I don't care if I say it, but I really do not appreciate Hungrybox as a competitor in the fighting game community, because because this is what I said about Super Smash Bros. Melee. For those who are taking advantage of the glitches and stuff to try to win matches, I'm sorry, but that's cheating your way to the top, and you're not really considered a professional, because if anything, you would want to be a professional if you play a more streamlined game, or a much more balanced game, kind of like Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Wii U, or possibly even the upcoming Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And hopefully this may be the last time that Hangry Bitch will get up on stage at EVO if they are not going to bring Melee next year, because honestly, I want Ultimate to be the only Smash Brothers game to be at EVO and not just having 2 Smash Brothers games take over the main stage. Because, if anything, that is just... That's petty! That just really shows how fickle-minded that those fanboys for that franchise are. Because, if anything, I really enjoy Smash Brothers more for the casual side, especially when it comes to stuff like the adventure mode in Melee, or even the subspace emissary mode in Brawl, because I really enjoy those features in that game. Not for the competitive side, where people they take it way too seriously, and they just try to, make everybody else feel like a total complete douchebag. Yeah, and, so yeah, if games like Fighting EX Later, Soul Calibur 6, King of Fighters 14, and even Dead or Alive 6 got on the front stage then over Super Smash Bros. Melee, then I would definitely have no qualms about that. Now, a lot of you are probably going to question me whether or not if I'm going to play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on my channel when it comes out. I will say I will only play it on this Twitch channel if they have something that's akin to Adventure Mode in Melee or Subspace Emissary in Brawl, because them making Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Wii U more akin to the fighting game community in mind, I'm sorry, that was the biggest hubris that ever came from Masahiro Sakurai to do that, because he never really envisioned Smash as a competitive fighting game series. And he never really judged Super Smash Bros. As a fighting game series in general. Because, even though I do kind of see where he's coming from, but at the same time, I actually do see some things that I could actually possibly, counteract towards. But at the same time, it's just like, I'm not really going to bother, because he actually does make his point very just. Okay, so we got the new weapon. Let's see if we can actually give that to you, the Silver Spear. Oh no, that is weaker for you. But how about for you? That should be a stronger weapon for you right there, Tressa. As well as, nope, Stone Bow's not that strong, but it does have better accuracy. And Fighting EX Later better get a PC port. Yeah, we better get a PC port of that game. If anything, because if they don't, then yeah, a lot of people are going to be pretty pissed off. And we don't need any pissed off consumers. But do I still... Well, then again, I'm probably more so just going to be buying Super Smash Bros. Ultimate when it releases, but if anything, if they don't have any, single-player aspects, like what they did with Super Smash Bros. Melee and Brawl with their single-player adventure modes, then yeah, that's going to make me very, very upset, if anything. Because you need to appeal not only to the core side, which is those who are really competitive in the FGC, but you really need to also appeal to those who are casuals, who really don't get into that competitive edge. Which, again, that's pretty much is making me more hopeful for Soul Calibur 6 in that regard. Which I do intend to get the Collector's Edition, which I'm pretty much going to be saving up my money for. And I will be doing an unboxing of that. And, who knows, maybe for Dragon Quest 11, Echoes of an Elusive Age. It's a Collector's Edition, but I'm not going to get way into it. Because I will need to save my money back on other things, too, that are coming in the future. As well as other expenses that I have to, that are very mandatory, that I need to, you know, keep intact on me. But anyways. So you'll be watching Fighter Z, Tag, and Tekken, but here's a wacky prediction for Tekken. A Korean player will win, and most likely me. Well, you know, that is very possible there, Jerry. Because we do know that the Koreans are very competitive and very skillful when it comes to Tekken Tag... when it comes to the Tekken franchise, and Tekken 7 is definitely no exception. But we're probably going to be hearing more about, we're probably going to be hearing more about what the Season 2 Season Pass is going to be, as well who are some of the characters that they're going to introduce or bring about. Yeah, they need to, and I agree with you, Jeff. Anyway, we're here meeting Cyrus. Yes. I think I know now who stole that tome. Perhaps I should go have a little chat with him, just to make sure we all understand one another. Okay, so his name is Cyrus, and he is a scholar. Oh, so we finally made it to the scholar this time. This is Atlas Dam, nestled in the fertile plains of the Flatlands. It is home to the Royal Academy, where many a scholar studies night and day to bring the light of knowledge to the royal family and to all the realm. He passes his day in the halls of the great library, devouring tomes to his heart's content. So, probably a very smart individual. It is in that library where he learns of a grievous theft. Certain that one of his fellow scholars is the culprit, Cyrus sets out alone to confront the man in the shadowy subterranean study. He will need wise allies on the path he has chosen. Oh yeah, you'll get us. So we're going to take Cyrus along with us. But we do need to let go of somebody in the process. We'll go ahead and we will have Tressa take a break for the time being. And we'll have Cyrus in our party. But we want to see what the beginning of his tale's about before we actually get on with the rest of the story.
And so it was that Atlas Dam was founded some 2 centuries ago.
So it looks like Cyrus does have a British or a Victorian accent to him, so that's actually pretty awesome.
Indeed, our fair city-state is among the longest standing on the continent of Austera. But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own, that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago. Now, who can tell me its name? How about you, Therese?
Sure, Therese. Why don't you tell us the answer? But first things first, if anything, we'll probably, any big announcements, then probably we're going to be hearing the big announcement about Mortal Kombat 11's unveiling, since it skipped out on E3, and boy, did Ed Boon troll us all.
I think it was...
Now. No need to get all flustered.
Aw, Cyrus is a very, compassionate fellow.
There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn. The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor. Let's see. I believe it was Hornburg.
That is correct.
Very good. You get yourself a star, Therese. Or an A+. You go, girl!
Hornburg was ruled over by a royal family, said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlasdam was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the Flatlands.
Oh, please do tell us, Lord Cyrus.
Who can tell me how many clans lived in the Flatlands at the time? Your Highness?
Ah, so the princess is actually within the Royal Academy and being taught by Cyrus. Ooh, Cyrus, you devil you.
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the Flatlands in those days.
Princess Mary,
Correct you are, Your Highness. It was a time of great strife here in the Flatlands, as the 8 clans waged a long and bitter war.
I would assume that Albright had something to do with that war since his prologue actually took place 8 years before present time. Probably did.
Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago. At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland. Ironically, this compelled the warring tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time.
Ah, so it is time to leave, Lord Cyrus.
Don't forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture.
Yeah, I remember you were also saying, Kaos, that you wanted Mortal Kombat 11. You kept screaming it during E3, but they never show. But you know I was very excited for Battletoads when they showed that at the Microsoft presser, as well as you being excited for Jump Force. As well as Jeff being extremely excited for Ninja Theory's being acquired by Microsoft.
And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Yes, Professor. Thank you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
So, his name is Cyrus Albright. Okay. Rossin' these nuts! You got that right, Fighter Cows.
Hello?
You're gonna be Naruto in his Kyuubi form, and you're gonna be taking down Frieza, Goku, Monkey D. Luffy, even Ichigo Kurosaki, and Zoro, and Rukia Kuchiki, Sosuke Aizen, and all other types of characters that you're gonna be going up against in that game. Or, most likely, you're probably gonna be playing either as Goku or Vegeta from the Dragon Ball franchise. Professor Albright, Mercedes from the Royal Library came by with a message for you. Seems today's your lucky day. You've been granted permission to enter the special archives. Splendid! Finally, I can begin my research. The library is just outside the palace. I'd best make haste. Okay, so it looks like we can finally control Cyrus. And he really doesn't have his path action available quite just yet, but we probably will be learning it very, very shortly.
Greetings.
His Majesty possesses a unique understanding of the scholarly pursuits. He founded the Royal Library and Academy, where nobles and commoners alike can learn freely. Oh, hey, that's actually very cool. Kinda does remind me of Thor's Military Academy in Trista, if anything. Oh, what is Therese doing there? Oh, are you bashful, shy, or something? Wiz, I'm coming to see about you. You got that right, Kaos.
Professor Albright.
Uh-oh. thank heavens you're still here. I thought I had missed you. What can I do for you, Your Highness?
The truth of the matter.
If you can spare the time, I had a question about something we learned today. But of course, Your Highness. It would be my pleasure to answer anything. After all, my role as your tutor is as important to me as any of my research. Unfortunately, I cannot spare much time. Is the question a quick one?
Indeed.
Yes, Professor. It will not take long. I was just wondering about the ancient religion of Hornburg. Pray tell, what did they worship? A very astute question, Your Highness. However, I fear that nearly all the texts detailing the nature of the religion were burned and lost when Hornburg fell. I see. A shame, that. I do, however, have a theory of my own. I believe that the royal family of Hornburg were guardians of an ancient power. Mind you, this is not idle speculation. My theory is based on the fact that... Aw, poor lass. Let us continue the discussion another time. My apologies for keeping you, Professor. No need for apologies, and it would be my pleasure, Your Highness. Oh, yes. And it's definitely, it's definitely something to constantly be talking about every time when you come playing this game, especially for how impressive it looks as a Nintendo Switch exclusive. That such questions occur to you is a sign of a sharp and curious mind. Your lectures on the history of the realm are most fascinating to me. For if I do not learn of our past, how can I hope to lead my people to a bright future? A most admirable philosophy, Your Highness. No, let me try that again. A most admirable philosophy, Your Highness. There, that's better. The people of this land are truly fortunate to be led by one of such wisdom and kindness. As I am truly fortunate to have the opportunity to serve in some small way. You are far too kind, Professor Albright. I'm proud to be your student. Oh dear, I'm running late. Pray do not forget your assignment, Your Highness. Of course, Professor. Oh boy. The princess did waste her time with Therese needing to ask the professor something. And he knows she's there. Oh, hello there, Therese. Did you have a question for me as well? I mean, no. Good day, Professor. Oh, bashful type. Well, time to make our way to the library. One of his students going to be the culprit in stealing a tome that was his? Possibly. Anyway, let's go in the library and see what they have for us to read.
It's me, Cyrus.
Good day, Mercedes. Good day, Mercedes. Cyrus Albright, here to browse the special archives. Oh, Professor Albright, you're looking quite eager today. When I heard that an original copy of The Church of the Flame, a complete history, had been donated to our archives, I simply had to be the first to see it. You're more on top of our collection than I am. Just sign here. With pleasure. And he even said it for me. Billy Mitchell is the Tom Brady, Bill Belichick of Donkey Kong, on point. And deflating joysticks, are we? Yeah, and trying to record your footage and then skipping over using emulated footage, or using footage that you captured from an emulator to try to cheat your way to the top of a Donkey Kong. I mean, for being the top scorer at Donkey Kong. Yeah, you're not really a hero when it comes to the arcade scene, Billy Mitchell, so you can just stop what you're doing because that pastime is already over. Anyways. Is something amiss? For someone known as the most brilliant mind in the Royal Academy, when you talk about books, you're as giddy as a schoolboy. It's like a little child. When you put it that way, yes. Much as a child is fascinated by a new toy. I am titillated by the prospect of acquiring new knowledge. Oh, that's a very interesting word, titillated.
I see.
Or titillated, or however you say it. Right. The expression on your face says it all. Ellipses. Anyway, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your quest for knowledge, Professor. Many thanks, my dear. I most certainly will. Alright, so we got ourselves a book that we're gonna read. Or go into the special archives. Oh boy. Can't wait to see... Can't wait to see... Uh-oh. How odd. The tome is nowhere to be found. Oh boy. Did someone return it to the wrong shelf? Not here either. These archives are strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone? Must have been the culprit. Somebody must have been the culprit within his classroom. Whoever could that be?
Professor Albright!
Professor Albright! The headmaster would see you at once. Of all the times to... Oh well, might I ask of you a favor? What might that be? The tome I mentioned before seems to have gone missing. Could you locate it for me? Missing? Huh. I'll begin looking at once, Professor. Many thanks, my dear. Now let's go see what Headmaster Sid has in store for it. No, I'm just kidding. Because, or hey, I might crap myself if it does turn out to be Headmaster Sid. Cyrus Albright, by your request, sir.
Do enter.
Do enter. We had dialogue here.
My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
Okay, so there is dialogue here.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis.
Man, Headmaster Yvonne. Very arrogant and self-centered man, it seems.
You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archives. The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure.
Oh, it might be just one quote. I mean, seriously.
It is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
Jeez. Something tells me he's the one who stole the tome.
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peers.
You are to share nothing. That wisdom is for the Academy and the Academy alone.
But that goes against everything...
Enough, Cyrus!
God. Seriously. What a douche nozzle.
Even my best argument is sure to fall on deaf ears.
Oh god, yep. Like I said, looks like this headmaster is nothing but just complete and arrogant BS. Or should I just say a complete and arrogant jackass, for that matter.
The headmaster sees knowledge as a metal or precious stone, something to be appreciated by its...
Only sees it as a metal or precious stone, so he's not really interested in the knowledge. He's just more interested in the money, it seems. That type of person. Oh, I see. So, more of a, like a greedy totalitarian type of attitude, if you ask me.
Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude.
Yeah, he has a bad attitude.
My sincere apologies, Headmaster. It won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You may go.
Jesus.
Wait. There was one last thing.
Sir?
I heard the Special Archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
Oh boy. You better go get that tome, quick. Good God.
It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer.
Gee, yeah, like, my goodness. This guy, he just doesn't want Cyrus to bring about the good in, you know, teaching his students about the good of the world. Instead, this pompous douche nozzle just wants to detract him from achieving his goal.
Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Yeah, something tells me he's the one who's the culprit. I'm pointing the culprit at him if he's really that arrogant and pig-headed.
Enter.
Excuse me.
Oh. Oh, Miss Therese.
What's the matter?
Yes? What is it, Therese? It's about Professor Albright, sir. It's about Professor Albright, you say. What is it about Professor Albright that you need to talk about?
Can I help you?
Ah, Professor Albright!
A moment.
Did you have any luck finding the tome? I'm afraid not. Well, this is most unfortunate. One might conclude that it had been stolen.
Actually,
Professor, taking books out of these archives is strictly forbidden. And as you know, the keys to the vault are entrusted to only a select few, which I'm pretty sure that Headmaster Yvonne is probably one of those select few who has access to those special archives. So, this makes it even more suspicious that, you know, we're having to point the finger at that guy. Gonna see about you, Headmaster. You need to take lessons from Headmaster Sid to be a more kind and compassionate type of fellow from Final Fantasy VIII. Quite honestly, it would be easier to steal the crown off the king's head. An impregnable vault. A disappearing tome. It would seem we have quite the mystery on our hands. And the mysteries of the world are meant to be solved. Ah, so we're going to be playing a little Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, huh? And trying to solve a mystery. Or if not him, then at least Professor Layton. But minus the creative puzzles that level 5 creates. Or so the scholar in me says. Would you not agree? If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for the city guard. But I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were. Ah, you could say that indeed. A habit I just can't seem to break. Once a puzzle is placed before me, I simply cannot rest until I've worked out a solution.
I see.
Well, far be it from me to stand in your way. It must be tough being a genius. I'll not deny it. Worry not. The tome will be back on the shelf before you can bat an eyelash. Right, thanks. Best of luck in your search. And the game is afoot. So, yes. Now, where to begin my search? I suppose I should inquire with Mercedes as to where the keys to the library are stored. The guard at the front door the guard at the front door would know who might be frequenting the library lately, as might my fellow scholars. Then mayhap I should pay the headmaster a visit as well. Alright, so the path action. Cyrus can scrutinize and glean new knowledge from the townspeople, huh? Okay, so let's go ahead and scrutinize the townspeople while we can. Let's see now. Testimony. Of course, I've got a key to the archives, and no, I wasn't sleeping, I was resting my eyes is all. But even if I was sleeping, what would it matter? What kind of fool would bother stealing a worthless tome anyway? So, information gleaned, the guard's situation. Okay, most intriguing. So yeah, we're basically playing like, Ace Attorney with getting new information in that kind of sense. So we do need to get testimony from 3 people who has some very, very interesting insight on what all we can find within this place. But looks like we're not going to be able to scrutinize many of these people because, well, we already did most of the, trying to get inside information or inquire information from many of the people at Atlas Dam via what's his name? The apothecary. Alphen. Yes. So, yeah, we need to go find the princess inside the castle and see if we can ask her. Oh, wait a minute. I totally forgot about that hidden item. So we obtained an Olive of Life, okay? So another item to add to our collection. And the princess is not in here. Is she in one of the royal chambers? Nope, she's not in here either. Where is that princess? Is she in town? Or is she to the far right on the first floor? But I highly doubt it too. Okay, so highly doubt it from there, so she might be in town or at least by the academy gates. Okay. But looking at Cyrus, he definitely kind of reminds me of Felix from Golden Sun with that look of his, with his character design. A little bit. Not fully, but just a cinch. Speaking of which, we do need a Golden Sun 4 on the Nintendo Switch if you catch my drift. Okay, where's the princess? She's not in here. She's not in here either. Oh, where art thou, maiden? Where art thou, could the maiden be? Not you. Well, I guess we'll just have to ask the headmaster first. So, let's go ahead and get some testimony out of him. Let's see now. You know full well I have a key to the special archives, and that I would never be so foolish as to let it fall into the wrong hands. In any event, I have had no reason to peruse those tomes in quite some time. So the headmaster situation. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a sneeze on that and say, hey, I'm allergic to bullshit. He has a key, this is true, but the dust gathered upon it suggests that he's not the culprit. Or he could be an accomplice. If he's not the culprit, then there's a possibility that, like I said, he could be an accomplice. But still, we need to Still, we need to scrutinize as many people as we possibly can. And I believe we're going to be going back in here. Ah, perfect. So scrutinize this individual. Let's see now. And this is Russell. And here's his testimony. The key to the archives? Oh, I haven't got that. But I'm not surprised someone stole a tome, considering what they're worth. I've gambling debts myself, so I understand the temptation. So Russell's situation. He knows the value of the tomes, and is burdened with debt to boot. Oh, geez. Poor fella. Scrutinize for, Mercedes to give us information. Now, here's her testimony. Only Headmaster Yvonne and the guard stationed outside should have a key to the library archives. Wait a minute. Is Russell the culprit? Since he's... Wait a minute. Then again, I'm not sure if he says he has the key. Then again, probably wasn't paying attention. Okay, so we managed to gather as much testimony as we possibly can. That should be all the information I need to solve the case. Okay, who possesses the key to the archives? That would be Headmaster and the guard.
But
Of course! It all makes sense now. There are only 2 keys to the archives, one belonging to the Headmaster and one to the guardsman. Whose keys was used to unlock the archives? That would be the guards. The Headmaster's key is safely locked away in his office. Furthermore, he hasn't visited the archives today. Yeah, we're pretty much playing a game of Clue right here, Fighter Cow. So yeah, definitely, we can definitely see where this is going. On the other hand, the guard has been acting suspicious of late, even sleeping while on active duty. Or else it could be Professor Plum who actually committed the crime. God, it just makes me want to play Clue right now. That game's fun. The board game Clue. That is a really fun game to play. If you guys have not even played it, then you're really missing out.
oh,
It would be all too easy to a task to lift the key off his person. So is it possible that the guard is our man? No, he would have no motive. The culprit must be someone who understands the true value of the tome. Which is to say, one of my colleagues. And most likely, one who has accrued a frightful gambling debt. So Russell may be the culprit.
which means that
Put it all together, and our villain is... You probably guessed it right. Russell.
yes,
Indubitably, that shifty scholar Russell. Since you got really bad debts on you. Yes, I dare say my logic is foolproof.
shall we begin?
Now all that remains is to find our man and make him confess to the crime. Word has it he's been doing his research underground these days. Yep, looks like we're going to be going inside that little gateway right there. But we'll be doing that in present times.
Now then,
I think it's time I did some fieldwork of my own. And we're going to present times right now, aren't we? Yes, we are. And so I have taken it upon myself to investigate the suspicious scholar. Interested in coming along, are you? It seems you have quite the curious streak yourself. But of course, mysteries exist only to be solved. After all, it is of utmost importance to remember that. Ah, but there I go again. Don't let me talk your ear off, but I will be glad for your help. Let's get right to business then. No doubt we'll find Russell in his laboratory down below. So yes, we got Cyrus to join our party. Alright, and we pretty much got him to give us the inside information, but what all does he pertain when it comes to his equipment? Let's see. So, looks like he's the only one with staves, so if anything, he's probably gonna be the only one who is going to, he's probably going to be the only one who is going to use magic, mostly. So we will need to increase his elemental attack and defenses. Or we could even increase his, evasion, if that makes any sense. Okay, prevents, and probably silence, too, so that way he can, you know, speak the spells. Okay, so we're going into the subterranean study in the Flatlands, and danger level is 11, so we should be able to level up, Cyrus, quite a substantial amount. Okay, so we got a healing grape out of that treasure chest, and we're gonna need to grind a little bit before we actually go see about that greedy scholar who is in gambling in debts, as, Professor Cyrus Albright said. That probably may not have been my best impression of trying to speak like a, you know, with an English dialect or anything like that, but I try. Burn him! No. Burn to the ground! Burn to the ground! Burn! That didn't work. But they all are weak towards, you know, the, slash ability. And he's pretty much weak to axes. Oh, I broke that guy. Elemental Gearbolt, attack and defenses. Okay, so let's go ahead and use his Scholar skills, and he pretty much has the Fireball like what Therion has, as well as the Ice Wind, pretty much what Alphen has. So it really doesn't matter who we pick, but thing is that we can actually use him on every single person if we need to. But it doesn't look like that's going to work against him. Let's go ahead and use the Icicle on this guy, because that's probably... No, he's not weak against Icicle. Are the others weak against Icicle? Probably not. But we will see about them in that particular fashion with how we defeated them. Okay, so let's go ahead and use the Ice Wind. Yes, they are weak against ice, so we made the right call.
Victory shall be mine.
Alright, you're down, and you're down. Sweet!
Where's the nearest tavern?
Oh my goodness, look at those level ups for Cyrus. Holy cow. He went up to 4 in just a matter of minutes. So yeah, that was impressive. But oh man, if Jerry, if you and Jeff were in my last stream where I was going into the port town to get Tressa, I actually got in a battle with the thief cat, the one of those enemies who has really high evasion rate, but very strong defenses, who only has 5 hit points. If you see me defeat that guy, I pretty much got 1,000 experience points from defeating that enemy. And that really helped out a lot of my characters get up to higher levels. So yeah, it was a shocking, but you know, a really awesome thing to witness. Okay, we can also learn Lightning Bolt, Analyze, reveal the HP and 1 weakness of a single foe, Firestorm, Blizzard, Lightning Blast. So pretty much we have Fyra, Blizzara, Thundara, and then we also have Fyraga, Blizzaga, and Thundaga. If we want to go by that logic. You know, Final Fantasy logic. But who cares, rather. Okay, let's go ahead and continue to grind a little more. And we will go inside that underground laboratory. And there is the, right there is the save point, but we do need to go around to the right, but we are not going to do that yet because, well, we need to go grab our other booby prize. Wait, what? We were caught by surprise? Hey, wait a minute. We actually did an analysis on these guys. So, actually, it's a good thing that possibly Cyrus is in our party. A really good thing. Because, well, him doing what he just did, it's definitely good on our parts. To get him to some of the weaknesses off these enemies. But if anything, they're not weak against swords, but they might be weak against fireballs. Those guys. Let's go ahead and do some scholar skills. We don't want lightning bolt, but we will try fireballs. And they're not weak to fireballs. Tricky dicky. And what do you know? It says that an update for Street Fighter Anniversary Edition just has finally finished downloading, and it went through. Wow, this game wants me to actually play Street Fighter Anniversary Edition right now. Sorry, but I'm not really that good with fighting games, so I think I'm gonna have to pass. The Eye of Thundara. Or, the Eye of Thunder, as Luigi would say in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Thunder! But still, Jerry, when you were playing Elder Scrolls V Skyrim today, I was really shocked to hear that it was Charles Martinet voicing that dragon at the very end of that whole ordeal. That was wicked awesome. Wildfire. You know, I actually would also been very surprised if Martinet actually voiced the characters in this game, or at least one of the characters in this game too. That would have been cool. Let's go ahead and use Lightning Bolt. Oh, Grand Lightning. But none of them have wind skills. They don't got nunchuck skills, they don't got bow staff skills, they don't have any great skills on them at all. Gosh! Thank you, Napoleon Dynamite. You definitely have made your point. Okay, so we got the Inspiriting Plum from right there, so it's time for us to move forward. And I think we'll get good old Cyrus to level 10 before we take on the boss. See about that boss. Hopefully that boss is really not that difficult.
You won't feel a thing.
You won't even feel a thing. Okay, so his automatic action is studying a foe. Okay. Now that's interesting. I mean, hey, I would like to study foes too, if I could get the chance. Go ahead and use Icewind. Okay, we got one of them that's weak against Icewind, and the other is weak against the Fireball. Fireballs! Yum! But we're not gonna be able to defeat the Skeletors right on time. Yeah, Parthenax. So yes, that's a very interesting name for a dragon in a high fantasy game like that. But hey, it's pretty cool. I do love me some high fantasy. So I'm not really complaining there on what he or she is supposed to be called. Okay. One Skeletor down. And let's get the other. There's the second Skeletor that was fully defeated right there. I'll get that He-Man if he was actually in this game. Kind of sounded more like Waluigi, if anything. Wah! And Waluigi. Okay, now how am I going to get that treasure chest that's right down below us? There's gotta be a path that we can take to get over there. There has got to be a path. Or else we're gonna be in a creek without a paddle for trying to get that, whatever thing, the treasure that is down below. Okay, and staves, that's also another weak ability that these guys, that I would say that definitely all of them are weak to. Oh, didn't want to do that. But I couldn't help myself.
Here we go.
Alright, so got that. Let's get that sword back out. Shame on you for not having that sword out there, Therion. Have at you. Do you a good amount of damage right here. Well, or at least get you to break. I'll definitely like you doing that. Okay. Gotcha.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Where's all that experience that we got? You know, from some of those enemies that gave us 40 inside of this dungeon. Now we're just fighting a bunch of these weaklings? Come on. Game, you break my balls. Gotta be a way to actually get that treasure chest down there. I think I might have missed something to how we're actually supposed to get it. Oh, we're fighting more of these guys again.
Victory shall be mine.
Yeah, victory shall be mine. As long as we actually get these guys to change into the types of enemies who we want to go up against. Not who we want. These are not the guys who we want. I probably should have went to the item shop and actually got a stronger stave for him, but it's okay. Not going to waste my energy with trying to actually do that, as I'll just press on. We're gonna press on, and we're gonna continue having the most happiest adventure ever since Bing Crosby tap dance with Danny effin' K. I know that's not how Clark Griswold says it in Christmas Vacation, but, even though he did say it in a very raunchy manner, but, you know, I couldn't even help myself saying that. Okay, so now we need to figure out how we're going. Oh, wait a minute. I see another path right here. Are we supposed to go this way? Yes, we are. Why did I not catch that? I may never know. Wind attire. Okay. But we already have wind attire for our good old scholar. Ooh. Spirits. Interesting. Alright, we got one of these spirits down. But I'm pretty sure that spirit is going to be weak against ice, since we'll be using, Ice Wind. And it was. Go ahead and use, Lightning Bolt. Thunder! Oh, get out of my way. Oh, Christopher Noyoshi, if only you'd understand. But I really do enjoy you as a voice actor, especially when it comes to games like this, and with you having a really large presence within the online community. Alright, so we got Albright and Cyrus to level up. So Albright is now at level 23, so he's probably getting close to the quarter mark of how many levels we can get in this game. I'm hoping it's not another Tales of or Star Ocean situation where the max level count is either up to 200 or 250, because that'd be ridiculous if that was the case. Anyway, let's go to skills for Cyrus, and we will learn Analyze. And Evasive Maneuvers is the new support skill that he has. Okay, so what does that do? Reduces the rate of random encounters. Equipping this skill will multiply characters will have no added effect. Okay. But that's gonna possibly be a very big problem, because we will need to get into the random encounters. Maybe when we're going to some of the weak, areas that have weaker monsters, but this doesn't seem like that's the case here. If you were to ask me, honestly. But I'm pretty sure we'll still get some random encounters when we go through this dungeon of all things. And would you look at that? We still get the wares from that traveling peddler.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
Oh, come on. I got bigger fish to fry, if anything.
Out of my way.
Out of my way. Wildfire. This. Oh, you're going to get on fire. Okay, go ahead and use, Ice Wind. Go ahead and take care, yeah, go ahead and take care of the Ice Wisp, just to get it down.
Bring it on.
But Fire Wisp is not gonna go down without a fight. For certain.
The battle is truly joy.
Okay, there you go. Oh, wrong weapon. Let's go ahead and increase that to level 3. Oh, we'll take it. Alright. Ha! Try again! And quit giving us those weak enemies. Let's fight some stronger ones. Okay, can we get over there? Yes, we can, without having to go up there and initiate the, or initiate the, boss fight. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna continue fighting, but I may have to turn off that support skill in case we need to actually, you know, increase the random encounters, because reducing the risk of random encounters, that's not gonna help us out. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm going to, unequip that support skill. Remove. Oh, wait a minute. Plus to remove. Okay, here we go. So it's the plus button to remove. So yes, we need to get more of those random encounters in. If we're going... Okay. There's the bat. That's what I needed to actually go up against some of those others. But, nope. Wants to be cruel. Have at you. What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets! But enough talk! Have at you! Yep, they are Zubats, but they're purple, so they're the Zubat's most evil, you know, evil form. Just evil Zubats. Alright. All down for the count, all talk, no action. Alright, we were untouched. And hey, we actually did get more experience than normal, so I'm content. But I still wanted to fight more of those guys. Yeah, Zubats are purple. You want to know why they're purple? Because they're suffocating, Fighter Cows. They can't even breathe. Jeez, if they can't even breathe, then how is it that they're still alive when you're fighting against them in these caves? God, that's, ugh. Very, very, ugh, if anything. Okay, well, we better do our normal routine with, taking down who we need to at first. Go ahead and get you, hurt, and get you hurt. Oh, my bad. I probably should have done a double strike for Albright, but I digress. Who should we... we'll take down the Ice Sentinel first. And let's go ahead and do this at level 3. Take down the Fire Sentinel in the process. We did not take down the Fire Sentinel. My goodness. But I'll take down the regular Sentinel. Sorry, but Genosha Island needs you to the people at Genosha Island need you to come back so that way they can give you some upgrades to make you more deadly and lethal towards mutants, Sentinels. Well, I would say if the Zubats are blue, then probably they have bruises on them. That's why they're so blue. Whereas with the purple Zubats, they would be suffocating.
You won't feel a thing.
You say that.
My turn.
Okay, so... Fireball. Even though that probably won't even do anything.
Here we go.
Alright, got Sentinel down. Even though I consider it more of a lantern enemy.
The battle is truly joyful.
The battle is truly joyful. Put them on fire. Okay, got him.
Don't start things you
But weak with the experience point count. Still, guys, you're breaking my ball. I mean, you break my balls here, game. Would be nice if you be a bit more lenient with the experience points inside of a place like this, because I'm gonna need them all I possibly can before going up against the boss. Just saying. And yes, those are my dogs saying hi for the night as well. And they always love to say good evening to each and every one of you.
Come on, I've got
And that's no croc.
out of my way.
Oh! I goofed up.
How about you?
There we go. That's what I wanted to do before I committed that mishap. But things don't always go according to plan now, do they? No, they do not.
Now then. I will cut you down.
Alright, but we did cut him down very easily like that.
With each
So,
battle, I
there we
grow
go. Alright, so we got Cyrus to level 9. We're gonna get him to level 10 before we take on that gluttonous money or debt-driven fraud of a scholar. We're gonna see about him, but still, that headmaster. I was leaning more towards that headmaster, but then again, the headmaster could be an accomplice. We may never know.
Now, what next?
Oh God.
Oh, flames. Rain.
Oh, tremble in flames. Oh, the flames. Bring the pain. Oh, yes, I am the pain. I'm getting stuck by bees. Why? Okay.
The battle is true.
And then we'll see how far along we get after we complete Cyrus's tale. And whatever we get done with on that, then we'll probably call it closed for tonight. But who knows? Icewind these guys. Give it some freeze. Cool off, suckers. Little Turtles in Time reference there, if you played the arcade game. Because he says, because the turtles say, cool off, suckers, when they get the corks off the fire hydrants to be, you know, so that way they hit their enemies like that. Okay, so, got him.
I grow stronger.
And we're inching closer for Therion to get to level 20. Inching oh so ever more closely. Okay, so, looks like, yeah, everybody's still okay with their job points right now. I guess when I master a job, then that's when I can start side questing for the other jobs, because the other jobs are actually located in dungeons within this game's world, because they're more done as side questing, much like, you know, what you can do with your characters when you're inside towns and that kind of stuff.
Bring it on.
Bring it on, I'd say.
Now then.
Alright, they're all broken. We broke the Sentinels! One is down. And the next is going to be down as well. It will, in due time. I definitely want to make that quote from Spaceballs, how, you know, the enemy base was actually getting... how the enemy base was getting overrun by the rebels. And, like, Lord Darkhelmet was trying to get everybody to calm down, but just things kept getting worse and worse and worse for him and his crew. It's like he tried to reassure something, but that would always backfire when somebody else said otherwise. Oh, so what does that make us? Absolutely nothing! Such a memorable quote from that movie, and also, we ain't found shit! Guy. It's like I always love talking about Spaceballs from time to time. Just, it's one of those timeless movies that you just want to watch over and over and over again. Okay, so, more Muppets. And I did not say Muppets, I said Moppets. That's like a old Victorian term for like, you know, the lowest of the low when it comes to like soldiers or like cannon fodder and that kind of stuff. If I had to, you know, if I had to guess what the terminology of that meant, because like I said, I do know it's like an old English term of some type, or an old Victorian term of some type. Each battle, I grow stronger. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, sir. And you are getting stronger, too. A lot of our characters are getting stronger. And just so you know, we will be changing between characters throughout most of our... I mean, when we do the live streams and all that, the different live streams, so that way we can get them leveled up to the max as well before we take on the final battle. No, you'll be gone in seconds. You will be gone in seconds. Can I have seconds? No, but you most certainly can for here. Alright. Not bad. A masterpiece. However you said it there, Cyrus. Still got that classy Victorian accent on you, which I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so... we're going to save here, and then now it's time for us to take care of the big cheese in this place. And by big cheese, I mean that fool of a debt-ridden scholar. Okay, so now it's time for us to go see about this man. See what he's up to. Oh, who would have thought we're in Orochimaru's lab from Naruto? Or his lair.
What?
Professor Albright! Are you always in the habit of barging into our peers' offices while they're working? My apologies. I would have knocked, but I didn't see a door. Apropos of nothing. Mayhap you've heard of that a certain tome was stolen from the archives. I haven't the faintest clue what you're talking about. Come now, Russell. Playing dumb is just going to drag this out for the both of us. So let's cut straight to the heart of the matter. You're a thief, and I can prove it. What? The hells you can! Unfortunately for you, at precisely the moment you were trying to sneak back with the key, your friend the guardsman was just waking from his little slumber. But that's impossible! He was asleep! I'm positively... Ah! Keeping up on our friend's, somnolence, are we, old chum? It was a slip of the tongue. I tell you, I know nothing about this God's damned book. Figured you'd say as much. Then perhaps you'd care to accompany me to the academy, to prove your innocence, of course. Damn it! Damn it all to hell! It was the perfect plan. If not for your bloody meddling, I could have had it all. So yeah, he is the culprit, huh? And wow. Quite a menacing foe, if I say so.
Out of my way.
I mean, with him, I mean, just look at that. 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 Quite a big boy we have in our hands.
Bring it on.
Okay, so he's not weak to axes.
Thought you had me?
So yeah, looks like, you mean that time he resurrected the previous Hokage? Yes, the previous Hokage, both, Hashirama and his, little brother. So, yeah. The time when Orochimaru resurrected the previous Hokage. And he even resurrected the other previous Hokage, such as, Sarutobi and as well as Minato Namikaze, the third and fourth Hokage when it came to the final arc in Naruto, in the original manga.
Interesting dilemma.
Out of my way.
How are we going to defeat those, Alright. And they're weak to axes. Who would have thought that? Seriously, who would have thought that? I wouldn't have thought that. And looking at this guy for being a scholar, yeah, he definitely reminds me more of, say, Nurgle from Fire Emblem on the Game Boy Advance. But, of course, well, without the eye patch. Okay, so we got him in a weakened state. And, let's get the ice picks in a weakened state if we can. Rightfully so. And, go ahead and see about you. And doing a lot of damage to you with our mighty sword. Okay, so go ahead and give it high level max on this. Are you weak against swords? Perchance. No, you are not weak against swords. What about knives? No, you're not weak towards knives. I guess you're just weak to axes.
Now, what next?
What about to this, though? Nope, you're not weak to staves either. But you still get the best of us. Tome Toss. An Icicle Storm. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, so... we better get to attacking. So that way we can build up our attacks again.
My turn.
Okay, so, I'm gonna go ahead and concoct a soothing recipe, Essence of Grape, and we'll restore our allies' hit points right there. So yeah, I'm actually at a pretty good advantage with fighting off against this boss, if anything. So yeah, the enemies are just randomly huge. I mean, some of them being randomly huge like that, it's just really ridiculous. If anything. Okay, got you to break.
Out of my way. Alrighty, are you?
Got him to break again. Ice Wind again. Maybe Alphen can actually get that one to break as well, but who knows. But Russell's about down for the count too, since he's already over, at half health, so... And we can even attack him with our weak staff. Oh, man. So close to being done. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. Ooh, you're in a pretty dire situation there, mister. We about to get him?
Out of my way.
Oh, still no dice!
Here goes nothing.
Okay, so go ahead and use your apothecary skills to heal this poor soul. Tome Tempest. And Icicle Storm again. Still, nothing that none of us can't handle. But hopefully we can actually get this guy down for the count. For good, which we do, yes! So, now it's just time for us to take care of the Icicles. Ouch.
Here goes nothing.
Apothecary skills. Go ahead and heal you. Get your hit points back up a little bit. Yeah, if anything, it's probably these icicles that are giving us the most trouble. Not anymore. Okay, so... it's time to take care of this last one. Level 3 Thunder Spell, and that takes care of that. So, we did ourselves justice. I'm so proud of us. But nobody got a level up. Sadness. Refreshing Jam and a nice Soul Stone. Okay. I swear, I never meant to. I just needed the money.
Just so.
That tome would fetch a small fortune. This is true. And yet, did you not for a moment consider the consequences? In stealing that tome, you would steal from our students something more valuable than all the realm's riches. A grave crime, no matter who would perpetrate it, but all the more unforgivable when committed by one who calls himself a scholar. Yep. So it actually was that debt-ridden scoundrel. Well, I'll be. You actually did crack the case of the stolen book. That I did, and yet I fear this may not be the only volume our friend had purloined. Russell has already confessed to the full extent of his crimes, and revealed the names of his business associates. We need only track down the books and purchase them back. I'll speak to the guards and see that we redouble security of the archives. Yep. So, looks like he's in for another journey to get books back for this place. What's this? It says there's another book still missing. Did that scoundrel of a scholar steal this one as well?
Actually,
From the far reaches of hell. No, I can assure you that he did not. It's been missing for some 15 years now. Russell's aggressive borrowing only extends some 2 years back. I see. So this volume was lost, or stolen long before that. Right as always, Professor. Pray tell me more about From the Far Reaches of Hell. According to our records, it would seem to be a a compendium of ancient rites and long-lost magics. Hey, they're even using magics with the K, kind of like Final Fantasy XII. Who would have thought? I guess some of the people who worked on Octopath Traveler were very fond of Yasumi Matsuno's work and that of Hiroshi Minagawa, as well as Akihiko Yoshida and Hiroyuki Ito, who worked on Final Fantasy XII, as well as Final Fantasy Tactics, and anything related in the world of Ivalice. If I am not mistaken, it was the single oldest volume housed within our archives. Needless to say, it was a tremendous loss. Oh-ho! Yet another mystery, it would seem. Ah, Headmaster's assistant. Professor Albright, the headmaster, would speak with you at once. Again? What could it be this time? Well, we gotta go see about that, Professor. Or the headmaster. Perhaps he plans to commend you for your role in apprehending the library thief. I have no interest in accolades, but if he insists, or that he fires him, which I highly doubt that's the case. But anyway, let's go back to the Royal Academy and actually talk to the headmaster upstairs. The Royal Academy of Atlasdam, or Atlasdam, however it's said. Alright, so go ahead and talk to the headmaster's assistant.
I've brought Professor Albright, as asked, sir.
Good. Enter.
Good. Enter.
Thank you, Lucia.
Yes, Headmaster. What can I do for you? Something tells me he's not about to offer a commendation.
Considering from that, or that clearing of the throat he did, I would say that is also the case. Well, let's see what he has to say.
Professor Albright, a most troubling report has reached my ears.
A report, sir?
An anonymous source claims that you have abused your prestigious position to enter into an illicit relationship with Her Highness the Princess.
Wait. What?
Oh. And you believe this report, sir?
If it is untrue, then say so.
It is unfounded, unsubstantiated, balderdash of the highest order.
I would like to take your words at face value, Professor, but I fear the situation is not so simple. A rumor regarding the royal family, even an unsubstantiated one such as this, is sure to spread quickly. If we do not take swift action, Princess Mary's good name could be forever sullied. That is something that simply cannot be allowed to happen. Surely you understand.
And so what do you intend to do with me, sir?
Suspend him, probably.
It is not an easy decision to make. Dismissing you outright would be tantamount to an admission of guilt.
If I may be so bold, Headmaster, what about a sabbatical?
A sabbatical?
Professor Albright is put on extended leave, while official accounts state that he's doing fieldwork in a distant land.
What say you, Cyrus? This way, both the Academy's reputation and your own will remain intact.
My reputation?
My reputation?
Do we have a problem, Professor?
Oh yeah, he's got a big problem, and he's gonna see about you with the way how, you know, how he's been dealing with this whole situation, trying to right the wrongs and basically all that hoopla.
Not at all, Headmaster. On the contrary, this might prove the perfect opportunity.
Or he could just play it safe and say, yeah, might actually prove to be the perfect opportunity to restore his, rehabilitate his image or something like that.
Opportunity? For what?
As a matter of fact, there is a matter which has piqued my interest of late. I was just wondering when I might find the time to do a bit of research in the field. I think I will set forth on a journey. In search
of an ancient tome that disappeared 15 years ago. Oh, I figured that was going to be the case with why he's going to search for this ancient tome.
Besides, if I am not permitted to share what I have learned with my peers and the public, there is little point in continuing my research here.
Is that so? Do tell, Professor. What is it that you intend to investigate?
Well, you better come out with the truth, man.
As regards a certain tome. Now, if you will forgive me, I must begin packing for my journey. Good day to you, Headmaster.
Yeah, an ancient tome.
An enigma as ever, that one.
So yes, he's gonna be leaving with us, finally.
Professor!
Oh, Therese, what is it?
I heard that you were leaving the academy.
Then you heard true.
Yep.
Professor, I'm so sorry.
I see. So you were the source of the
Alright,
rumor.
sleep tight. I'm about to finish up here pretty quickly. Okay, I can try to do that before going to sleep. Well, yeah, but it's just for 4 hours tomorrow. Tomorrow night, that is. Okay, sleep tight. Thanks. I see. So you were the source of the rumor.
You knew?
He wasn't trying to be in a romantic relationship with the princess. Oh my god, did she... That... Gosh, I cannot believe her. Were you really that jealous?
Not until just this moment, when you apologized.
Yep. He found out about you, little missy.
And yet, I cannot fathom your motive. Why would you tell such a terrible lie?
You're always helping Her Highness, answering her every question. I just wanted you to pay more attention to me.
Oh.
And that's why you went to the headmaster.
So, an act of jealousy, huh?
Yes, but I just wanted to get you in a little trouble. I didn't think they would. I am so sorry, Professor. Can you ever forgive me?
Worry not, my dear. It just so happens that I was looking for a good excuse to go on a journey.
Ah, so it's actually a matter that he really wanted to go on a journey beforehand. And I don't blame him.
You were?
For some time now, I've wanted to travel the realm and see what can be learned beyond these halls. I dare say the timing couldn't have been better. You see, there's a certain matter I simply can't wait to investigate. So fret not, my girl. If anything, you've done me a
Oh. Now that's very sweet, Cyrus.
Besides, I am not entirely without fault in the matter. Indeed, I have not been as attentive to you as I should. Had I realized your true intention sooner, I would not be in this position.
Professor, whatever do you...
If only I had realized how devoted you were to your studies, my dear girl.
My studies.
I have always striven to treat all my students equally. And yet, Her Highness is always eager to ask questions, and I was all too eager to answer them. In doing so, I may have given the impression that I favored her above you and the others. This was not my intention, but I am at fault.
Oh, so he is taking the blame on his part, too. So, yeah. There he goes. He's admitting his own guilt, but in a good manner.
Yes, if only I had seen you for the ardent and devoted young scholar that you are.
Professor... Perhaps you're not quite as sharp as I thought you were.
Oh. What?
Yes?
Never mind.
What do you mean, little lass?
In that case, I should be off. Pray do not shirk your studies, my girl.
Yes, Professor. Will I ever see you again?
Oh, you will. Trust him.
I do not see why not, provided we both still live.
Classic music to end off this tale in swift fashion. It's southeast out of town, okay? So yes, we got ourselves a scholar joining us for this long journey that's ahead of us. I actually really like him.
Now, I must find out all I can about From the Far Reaches of Hell.
From the far reaches of hell. Don't you mean Dante's Inferno? Oh wait, that doesn't actually exist in this universe.
My erstwhile colleague,
Odette.
knows more about arcane studies than anyone.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go find out where this Odette is when we get more along with his own story.
Last I heard, she sojourned in Quarry Quest. I should be
Sojourned
actually there.
in Quarry Quest. Or Quarry Crest. So we're going to Quarry Quest. Or Quarry Crest. Blah. Oh, and there's the headmaster's assistant. No. Oh, wait a minute. Is that one of the people that Primrose is looking for? And so Cyrus left the academy behind, in search of the lost tome, from the far reaches of hell. What dark secrets might its pages hold? Only the gods know. So yes, that is the end of Chapter 1 for Cyrus. And that means that Ophelia is our last party member who we need to gather in our entourage. But we won't do that until we get back on track with that for Wednesday night. Now, I'm not. If any of you are familiar with my content, or familiar with my live streams in general, I'm not going to be doing a live stream tomorrow night because I have to go to bed and go to work at midnight. So we're going to be saving that for. We're going to be saving our time with doing another live stream at another date, which will be Wednesday, and you will actually get a double episode from me because I am going to be taking Thursday night off because I have other IIRL stuff that's going to be going on, so you won't be able to see me during that time. But if anything, I will make this a 4-hour live stream tomorrow night. So consider yourselves, fortunate enough to actually have me actually doing like 2 live streams at once that will cover more of this game. Okay, yeah, we don't have enough to get the... Well, we probably could steal some other things and try to sell some of our other stuff, too. If we wanted to. Because there are some things that we can actually sell that we really don't even need anymore. Like this. And we could get rid of the hand axe, some of the other things, the longbows. We don't need those because they are weak. And the staff we can get rid of. We could even get rid of the war spear, and the memorial harpoon, but I'll just stick with the iron spear and the spear with selling those. The elusive shield. Probably should give that elusive shield to Cyrus, as well as Therion. Get rid of the ordinary hats. And get rid of some of those black attires. We don't need all those black attires on us. Okay, so go ahead and flip that for Cyrus. And we don't have enough for sturdy armor, but the linen robe, we may be able to actually give that to him. For the time being. Okay, so yeah, we went ahead and took a look at that, and there are other side quests that we could actually take on while we're inside of this town, but I think we're going to be saving the side questing for our next live stream session when we get back on Wednesday night to play more of this game. So, if anything, let's go ahead and save our progress for tonight, and then we'll end off this live stream from here. So, yes, I hope you all enjoyed this live stream as much as I did, so next time when we come back on Wednesday night to do a 4-hour live stream, we'll get back to where we left off, and we will resume where we are with Atlas Dam and doing some of the side questing, and then we will make our way to where Ophelia is within the world map, and she's located in Flames Grace, in the Frostland, so we're going to be dealing with snow, it seems. And then after we get done with her, then we'll probably get started with Ulbricht's chapter at chapter 2. Or actually, no. Not really. We're going to save his chapter for much, much later. But I think it's going to be either Primrose or it's either going to be Therion, who we're going to need to take on next. Because with Ulbricht, it's not going to be a simple process. I mean, of course, we can also go to Quarry Crest, either as Tressa or Cyrus, but one of them is recommended at level 22, while the other is at 24. So, if anything, we'll probably be going to Primrose's next place, over at Still Snow. So yeah, we'll probably make our way over there after we get done with Flames Grace with Ophelia. So yeah, that's where Fate's going to take us for the next time when we live stream. So if you like what you see, then be sure to hit that follow button right above the video player, so that way you're notified via email of whenever I go live with the live streams. And also, if you like my content on YouTube, whether I do reviews, retrospectives, me archiving the live streams from here on to there, as well as doing side quest videos that pertain to news within Western and Japanese RPGs, then definitely be sure to click on the logo that's right below the video player where my logo is enlarged, and that will take you to my YouTube page, which is youtube.com/RRPGReviews, and you can subscribe from there. And also, follow me on social media on facebook.com/RRPGReviews. That's my Facebook fan page. And you can also visit me on Twitter, where my Twitter handle is at @RRPGReviews. So whichever social media site that you guys like to browse around in and like to hang out at, then you can guarantee that I will be posting on both social media sites at the same time, since they're both connected. Anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me for this nice and relaxing live stream session for tonight. It was definitely a lot more relaxing than going through something of intense action like the Mega Man X series is known for. And like I said, we will be returning to the Mega Man X Legacy Collection at some point, especially with its sequel, Mega Man X Legacy Collection 2, where we will get on with Mega Man X's 5 through X8. Whenever I get around to doing those, I'm not sure, but I will be getting on with those at some point. Anyway, guys, you all have a good night, a great evening, a good afternoon, a good morning, a great day in general, but be sure to enjoy the rest of your day as well as the next day after that. And I will definitely be looking forward to seeing you all Wednesday night when we will get on with a 4-hour live stream session more on Octopath Traveler going forward. So until then, this is Double RPG signing off this stream by saying Godspeed and game on, gamers. Peace out.